Oh, look, I know I said I was done after Some Star Peterson spoke, but I really want to end things on a positive note. So this is really the last video I'm gonna really spend talking about this. I know I just got my voice changing a little bit. I just had a little burp, but there we go. At the end of the day, I want to wish nothing but the best for all parties involved. I pray to God that everyone forgives each other for the pain that they felt in the situation. And to me, it's more of a triangle situation between TORY, MEG, and Kelsey. I pray that all three of them forgive each and one and the other and move on with their lives and do something better. Don't let spite or envy or rage block you from being who you truly are. People make mistakes, and I know sometimes you feel like vendetta is in the right side, but if you can truly open your eyes and realize that person did not know what the hell that they was doing, and you can look at them and realize that you bigger than them and move on, you can count your blessings in your life. I know that seems pretty vague, but the message is clear, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, Meg and Kelsey both felt betrayed by one another because they, well, had an intimate moment with Tory Lanez, and Meg is hurt that Tory moved on from her so quick without really giving her a chance to move on. I pray that both of them can forgive that. I pray that Kelsey can move on and understand that, mistakes happen, and sometimes people hide things from one another, and I know secrets can hurt you, because when you trust a friend to be real with you and they don't tell you something, for all we know, Kelsey could have been talking to Meg about how she's been with Tory, and Meg didn't say nothing about what she and Tory been doing. You know what I mean? So that's probably why they had a fallout and whatever it is, but at the end of the day, that's their business. And I just want to send a message, since this will be out in the public. I pray that both of y'all can just look in the past as nothing but just a mistake that y'all could learn from, and understand that you shouldn't let one bad moment ruin all the years that you spent together helping out one another. All right, I know for a fact Kelsey's been in Meg's corner every day fighting for her, helping her to really get confidence in herself, and vice versa. Meg, Kelsey's always been there for you, and you want to be a loyal friend to her. I get that. And sometimes your feelings get the best of you, and you happen to, it is what it is. But I pray that both of y'all just let this slip, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't let one man really ruin the love that y'all had. Y'all were basically sisters. Forgive each other and look ahead and hope that it's okay. Y'all don't have to really, I'm not saying you guys have to be best buddies right off the bat, but have the talk with each other. You know what I mean? Have a heart to heart. You know what I mean? Try not to, like I said, if you want to speak how you feel, cool. But at the end of the day, show forgiveness and understand that you can walk away from this and hope nothing but the best for the other person. All right, if y'all gotta go your separate ways, cool, but don't let the bridge burn down. If anything, just fold it up until you both are ready to fold the bridge like a drawbridge. Fold it back up, and whenever you guys are ready, you guys can fold it back down and talk to each other, or run into each other one of these days. You know what I mean? And as far as when it comes to Tory, like I said, he definitely admitted what he was doing was whack. So just take the man for his word, because when he gets serious, and I mean it, when he's serious, he's a dude that's down to earth and doesn't, not hesitate, but doesn't stutter anything, because he speaks from the heart. So I know right now it may be difficult in your mindset to really do that, because y'all both felt like you've been played. In your mindset, you'd be thinking that he's probably tricking y'all like that. But don't let it think like that. If anything, just felt like, you know what? If you felt like you wanted to have some kind of relationship with him, he missed out. All right? He wasn't in that situation. He wasn't want to do that with you. It's cool. There's plenty of guys out here, real men, that will take care of you. And at the end of the day, don't let someone destroy that imagery of all the other men. Like, move on from that. Move on from that. Understand it was a mistake, and that, you know what I mean, that you learn now to, like, be more careful with who you associate yourself with. And like I said, before you open yourself up to somebody, learn to really get to know them, who they are, what they're really about. Understand where they come from. And at the end of the day, if you keep it G with them and always tell them how you feel, no matter what, not afraid of anything, at least you'll know that you could walk away knowing whether you move on or you continue doing what you got to do with that situation. That's how relationships work, you know what I mean? And to me, I think it's the best way to do it, because then at least you could walk out knowing that there's no skeletons in the closet and none of that. But like I said, to each their own. But like I said, just forgive the man and pray he gets his stuff together, because I can tell you, for a good couple of years, I've been definitely nagging on him. I wouldn't even say nag, but like, I've been knocking on him for some questionable decision he's made in his music career, specifically more about who he associates himself with and how he's been kind of like, I want to say, dumbing down how he really does things. He lost his passion, his drive, in my opinion, and because of that, it reflected into his personal life. And you know what I mean? He just hasn't been on his A game, which means he hasn't really been at his best. So I think if y'all really catch him when he's really on his A game and on his best, you'll see how dope of a dude he can be. So I'd say just hold out and wait. Let the man kind of find himself again. Because right now, I can promise you, you met him and you got close with him when he's lost and he doesn't know what the hell he's doing with himself. So let me leave it on that note. As far as TORY, look, I know how you feel, okay? At the end of the day, you're trying to keep things diplomatic, and I respect you for that. Like you usually do when it comes to things that are, a situation thrown your way. And obviously, rightfully, when cats try to come and pull some foul shit, you step up to the plate and you let them know what's up. Travis Scott definitely got first hand of that when he stepped up with you with some goons, man. But more specifically, like, you're also not afraid to talk things out with people. I see that sometimes. Even though I won't always agree with you being on the right with certain people, you try to handle things in a respectful and diplomatic way. To me, cool. You know what I mean? But this, if you already have, found God and forgiven her, and I'll say the same thing to Kelsey and Meg, find God and find forgiveness in yourself too. All right, forgive them, for they truly did not know what they was really doing. I'm pretty sure they weren't thinking about the fact that they were going to lock somebody up away and hurt an innocent little child from being able to be with his dad for years, potentially. So, forgive them, and like I said, man, be careful where you tread, bro, because like I said, in a sense, you kind of brought yourself into this mess. Learn your lessons from this. It's never a safe game to play with a woman's heart, all right? Especially when you spend time with them like that and you do all that. Look, if you're just looking to go from cake to cake, you have to be careful, man. Simple as that. Although, you know what I mean? I think, to me, how you valued and treated women, in my opinion, goes hand in hand with how you treat music. I could tell that you kind of lost that passion to really look for a relationship, and you started getting into that player mode. And to me, I think that's what hurt you the most, bro, because naturally, I don't think you was a player like that. Yeah, you tried to stunt in front of the homies, peer pressure and all that, cool, but I could tell in your music, bro, when you made real R&B music, you made it about love, dog. to me, that stands above everything that you really work hard for. And it's obvious because you grew up with a loving parent. You saw your mom and dad love each other. All right. I know you was 10 when you lost your mom, but there's no doubt about it. As a kid, you saw how they interacted with each other, and you saw that, and you wanted that for yourself growing up. No doubt. You know what I mean? You wanted to find a loyal, down-to-earth woman like how your dad did in your mother. So find that passion in yourself once more, bro. Don't be afraid, because look, oh shoot, the light went out. I get it. You tried, bro. You kind of tried, even though it was kind of weird situations, wrong place, wrong time with Tiana. You know, maybe if you would have met her a couple years back before she met Iman, I don't know how long they've been together, but who knows. But either way, you know, you came at her when she's already with this dude, and I think she's about to have his first baby or something like that. But you came after that, and then you kind of came after Karrueche right after she just broke up with Chris Brown. You tried your shot, even though I'm pretty sure more than likely she wasn't feeling anything after just going through a breakup. Probably just wanted to stay single for a good minute and not really get into it. Like I said, you know what I mean, bro? Now, to me, I mean, I know how you is in your music. You like to play around. You like to joke. But I know deep down, essentially, bro, you just want to find true love. And to me, I think you enjoy, if anything, more like having a great time with a lady. And not just any lady, but like someone that really intrigues your interest, how she talks, how she, you know what I mean? Not just about the looks, but like who she is inside as a soul. When a woman has substance, I could definitely feel like you really would be open to that and, you know, be open to spend time and chill. If that's the case, I don't think you would have hanged out with Meg Thee Stallion. Because to me, I think Meg definitely holds a lot of potential in her. I just think right now she's just immature and isn't able to see it just yet, which to me just tells me how dope she will be once she really gets everything figured out. And like I said, it's not her fault. She was set back. She was basically a rose that was left to grow on concrete, unlike the other rose who had all the soil and all the water. She had a rough start, but she's still learning how to bloom. And to me, when she blooms, she truly blooms as a late bloomer, the world's going to be in shock to see how she transforms from, you know what I mean, from where she is now into a truly justifiable human being that, to me, will impact the world for the better. I really see that in Meg. I kind of had a vision of that. It's crazy. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get into it. I let God do his magic, but I saw a lot of great things that Meg's going to do with her life down the road in the future. God bless her. So she will. She'll definitely help out a lot of kids, I think, that went through what she went through, and something similar that you went through as well, even though you fought the confidence in yourself, you know, despite how big the odds was against you, you know what I mean? I feel like she will impact and help out kids who are kind of quiet, introverted, who aren't really confident in themselves, you know what I mean? I feel like she's going to bring power to them. Eventually, once she finds the power within herself, she'll get there. No doubt about it. I think with you, bro, like I said, you find the passion, bro. You find the love in music, like how you would find, you know, try to find love in a really genuine woman. I think you'll get there, bro. Now, to me, man, you best fit with a few of your peers who really care about the type of music they put out, man. To me, I think you stand out above everybody else because of how dedicated, how hard, your work ethic, everything. I mean, to me, personally, bro, it's like you're dedicated to work, like how Saquon Barkley is dedicated on being the best running back in the game, how Odell Beckham is dedicated to be the best wide receiver in the game, you know what I mean? Work ethic like that, you don't find it in everybody. To me, that's the most beautiful and respectable thing. Steve Smith, even he pushed himself hard, bro. To me, you're like basically the Steve Smith of music in a sense. You just, and I'm not trying to say like, trust me, bro. Like, I think you will be the biggest artist in the game. one day. And not even just the biggest. People consider you the greatest. I think that's the better word choice for that. Not just the biggest, the greatest, homie. The greatest, because your music truly transforms everything. What you see, like, that's the best part. Like, I feel like you visualize something, you see what you think, and you feel the vibe of what it gives you, and then you create that vibe. Like, I got a vibe for whatever it is, whether I'm driving downtown with the lights, if it's raining, if I'm driving by the beach, I see the sunset, or if I'm driving by where it's all spring, and the sun's up. You got a music, like, all of your songs complemented some sort of, like, artistic view, some vision. And to me, that was dope, because, like, it was like as if God created you for that purpose, to put music into the life that we see, bro. Like, your music amplifies everything we see by, like, times 10, 20, 50, 100. It was so delicate. It was so meticulous, at the same time, very subtle and down to earth. Very simplistic. It sounds weird, like, for something to be so complicated, sophisticated, yet relatable. I think that's what it is with your music, bro. Man, you take something that creates a crazy vibe, and then you add something to it, and you kind of sometimes tell a story on how you going about things, and then how you feel, or like, and to me, that's just really, in my opinion, the most underrated aspect of your game, bro. I could think of songs like Talk on Road, Dem Ones, Acting Like, Nina. You like kind of like the outsider's perspective, like the guy that's walking through and sees everything around him, like the observing guy. That's what you is, bro. And when you in that mode and you tapped in and you're not trying to be the center of the attention, and you kind of more like observing everything around you, bro. When you got like that scope, man, to me, you're not like, I know right now you're trying to act like you infantry coming in like the main guy. Like, to me, bro, you work best as a sniper from a distance, because then you see everything far ahead more than everybody else. And to me, that's what's going to put you ahead of the game, because you can see through things. But at the same time, like, I don't want to say, like, you should be distant away from everybody, but, like, kind of like when you keep things on a low and keep things to yourself, and you really put everything in your music, like what you did with Daystar for the most point, excluding that dumb message you gave to Hot New Hip Hop, which to me kind of demoted and tarnished a little bit of what you was trying to accomplish with Daystar. You know what I mean? It kind of hurt a little bit. But essentially what you did, though, where you try to keep quiet, drop that album, and after that let everything else speak for itself from that music. And then you just go into your court date on October 13th smooth. That was the perfect game plan. Like, when you in that mentality, that's when you truly can kill it. But like I said, dog, you're not even really channeling your inner self yet. To me, Daystar is just like, you know what I mean? Looking at that, it's like almost like seeing, a former shell of yourself. Like you outgrowing your skin, and I'm just looking at your skin, bro. To me, like, that's just a form. That's like barely just getting a part of you. Like, we haven't really got the full 100% Fargo flair from you just yet. I'll know it when I'll hear it. I just heard Bryson Tiller's anniversary project. YouTube just had to be a dick and do a copyright claim on me, and then not let my videos be seen, even though I won't say YouTube, more like RCA Records, which is why I hate the industry even more. It's like, what more do you want? I'm not making money from this. If anything, I'm promoting the music. You should be happy. That means more people are going to check it out. So, if anything, you should pay me for promoting, and marketing your investment. So, you know what I mean? It's stupid, especially when I don't even get monetization from any of this at all. But regardless, I checked out Anniversary, and yeah, definitely a couple tracks he was trying to go for that lo-fi 90s neo soul, which I can put respect to it. He really was trying to get into what really made him in his soul. But to me, I started feeling him really get into that trap soul vibe, really where he was peaking, man. I mean, songs like Sorrow, you know what I mean, Keep Doing What You're Doing, man. Those songs were the highlight for me. That Timeless interlude was clean as well. It was just him starting to really shake off the rust and get back in his own shape. Now, to me, I think for sure I can say Trey Songz, August Alsina, Bryson Tiller are like artists who from your gen, they're and basically in your gen, because yeah, I know Trey's a bit older than everybody, but like everyone, I'm talking about like all the peak artists that was hot during that time era. All of y'all, because I think y'all in the same tier anyways, all of y'all, real talented cats that when they put their mind into it can make some of the best music you could ever hear. Those cats, I think, have definitely still stuck to their ways and haven't fallen to the industry as much as, say, you, Travis Scott, Eric Bellinger, amongst a few other names. Nico Lafray too, I'm going to toss one in there. But I feel like once you kind of see how they kind of still going, I think you could see that, like, you know, to me, like, the 20 teens about hip-hop and R&B was all about individualism and really kind of showcase your own sounds, which made it so dope because everyone was on that independent mind mentality, not just for what music they put out, but like what part of them that they give the folks to hear. You was on that mindset, bro. And once you get to that and feel like you don't really have to borrow shit from the industry and you don't have to feel like you need that to kind of continue to stay relevant, trust me, bro. Numbers are just numbers, dog. I tell anybody this. Stats are just stats. It's like looking on paper. If we always believe in stats, hey, then, you know, things would always happen as we computer, or like, you know, how the computer analyzed it and expected it to happen, probability, all that. You know what I mean? Look at you know, what's the best game? Look at the remember, like, for example, the Falcons and Patriots game, 28-3 going to fourth quarter. Stats say its probability is going to be 90% the Falcons are going to win. Tom Brady and the Patriots has something else to say about that. Next thing you know, they win a game where they probably had less than 10% to win it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Stats, numbers are just, they're just stats. They're just computerized. They're not really human-wise, bro. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's like you let the industry dehumanize you, bro. And I could feel that dehumanization still in that Daystar album, and you got to get rid of that. So to all those that's trying to flack at me for that, it's like, how can you hate on me trying to support someone to be fully themselves and not to be afraid to put themselves in their music? To me, you a fraud for that. That's all I gotta say. Either that or you're truly ignorant and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about or what's going on, and you're just skimming through the video just to hear and just saying, oh, this guy don't know what he's talking about, when you're not even listening. You know, that's just ignorance. But either way, damn, I'm at 23 minutes. It's cool. I didn't realize I was that dark. I thought y'all could see me better. But no, that's just something I wanted to get off my mind. I want to put things, especially if this is gonna be the last video I put out for a good while or whatever, about the situation. I just want to bury it and move on. You know, unless I happen to bump into Meg in person and talk to her, or TORY, you know what I mean? Like, that's another story. And they trying to bring it up and talk to me about it. But other than that, yeah, I'm just going to continue to monitor the situation, see what happens. There's plenty of other people that talk about the situation that are following it. They're going to report it and all that. I love all of my subscribers, first and foremost, that stick through and watch every minute of my videos. Like, y'all really are, like, D1, man. To me, y'all loyal as hell. So, you know what I mean? If you guys ask for it, I might have a hard time saying no. But personally, willingly, I don't want to even talk about this anymore. I'm just going to move on. If anything, maybe I'll drop a post, say, hey, congrats, TORY, for beating the case when he beats the case on the 13th and everything. But Other than that, that's it. Really, just I'm just gonna focus on just doing me, doing what I gotta do in life. Like I said, y'all probably don't even care or even heard me say this, but I'm trying to be my own artist. I am my own musical artist. I got my own beats that I've created myself. Granted, a lot of them are samples, but I have a lot of them that I've created from scratch and really made into bangers. Okay, my music's all about the black and blue mentality, in case you want to know. I'm continuing what a lot of these artists was doing in the teens that they forgot to kind of put their own individualism, and at the same time, I'm doing the 808 justice, because to me it's been disgusting. I don't know why the industry is doing this. You do not come in and disrespect the 808 like that. You do not turn it into a kick and expect that to just sound hot. To me, that's probably the most irritating thing for me as a producer. I can't stand it. And when I see these artists promote that type of music, especially when I know you wasn't doing that in the first place, I know y'all switching up. Quit that shit. And I'm gonna definitely punish y'all for that when I come out with my own shit, because I'm gonna roast y'all. And I'm coming after each and every one of y'all. No holdbacks. Alright? Check out for my song Fame Over, coming up from my first House and Blues mixtape. It's gonna be a series. Y'all gonna enjoy it. Plan is, I'm gonna have the mixtape versions. I'm gonna do 2 different versions. I'm gonna have a mixtape version where it's gonna be me, all solo takes. If y'all wanna hear me, it's gonna be for free. Y'all can check it out. However, for streaming platforms, and if I do any CDs, and as long as I got sample clearances, it is what it is. I'll add features on that. It'll be like the featurized album version, and then I'll have the mixtape version for the House of Blues series. So either way, y'all get the win-win situation. Y'all get free music, but you only hear me. And then the album, that's where everybody gets paid. Everybody. You know what I mean? I'm not taking all the kick for myself. It's just everyone gets it. Everyone gets a piece. We all move on happily, and and whoever I sample for sample clearances, if they ask a percentage, screw it. I'll give up whatever I make, give it to them. I don't give a damn. Whatever I make for, like, that's the plan. It's gonna be for long term. But at the same time, hopefully we can meet in the middle, hash it out, and be like, hey, look, you can make this for lifetime. As long as you live, say for the next 50 years, guarantee it. Depending how old the person is that I sample, maybe I'll make it lifetime until the day you die. This is how much you're going to be earning from this song, from all the streams and all that. So I'll have something solid installed for everyone to win. That's really where I care about the most. As long as we can promote and put out music, man. To me, music is art that has to be appreciated no matter what form it comes in, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said, the art has to be respectable, and you can't disrespect it. To me, I can't. Like I said, some people like that fashion. That's cool. But to me, it's an 808 for a reason. You know what I mean? It's like trying to play, a piano like a guitar. Can you play that? I mean, I see them. They got the keys on the guitar and all that. But like certain instrument can sound certain ways. You just shouldn't abuse it. To me, the bass is not something you should just turn into a kick. To me, it just sounds weak. It's like the, and then that's it. To me, it doesn't. It feels like it's like a baby burp. You know what I mean? He's not a grown ass man like when they bellow burps. You know what I mean? Compared to like a little burp, like a little baby burp. That's how I feel. Like you ain't matching the level of intensity that a true how an 808 is supposed to really hit and be like. So I'm coming after everybody. You know what I mean? So you'll hear it when I drop that song, Fame Over. It's gonna be dope. But yeah, I'm my own artist, so I know that kind of dragged out a little bit, sidetracked. But either way, I'm my own artist. I want to put out my own music and just move the fuck on. That's it. So I wish Tory, Meg, and Kelsey, every party that was involved, I pray that all of y'all can forgive whoever you felt was offended, or whoever offended you, I meant, and then also ask forgiveness to who you offend and move on. Alright? At the end of the day, we all human beings. We shouldn't let grudges and everything hold us back. Let's look at the bigger picture and move on. I know for a fact there are some people that hurt me and people that I've hurt. I definitely feel remorseful for those who I hurt, and I forgive those who hurt me because I know we all gotta grow. All right, we all have to show compassion and love, and at the same time, understand our differences and respect that and move on. So, okay, that's all I'm gonna say. It's your boy Drew Blue signing out. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and if you're wondering when my House of Blues mixtape is coming out, I'm planning to drop it right before the next year comes. I want to do it in December specifically. It's my favorite month of the year. I just love it. It's the best month in my opinion because it has the best holiday in there in the form of Christmas and just the whole theme, the holiday feel. I feel like you can't beat that. And I like it that we get it once a year in a sense because then we can truly appreciate it for when it still exists for the moment and then, move on after that. So, yeah. December of 2020 is the plan. I gotta get to it. I basically got everything. I already got my track list, my production down. It's just the mixing, the recording, as well as finishing writing out some lyrics to a few songs here and there. Should be good to go. Once I got the lyrics down, the recording, the mixing, it's gonna be solid. And I'm sure y'all gonna enjoy it. Like I said, it's definitely drill influenced because the 808 is gonna be strong and vibrant. But at the same time, you're gonna feel that soul into it as well on certain songs and how I describe things. I'm really all about putting substance in it. And at the same time, I want people to feel relatable to it. If you are relatable to it, cool. But at the same time, you're gonna feel how I feel. And I'm gonna put things in perspective to what I kind of feel is the right way for me to move and how I like to handle things. At the end of the day, I like to be diplomatic with people, but you start chirping and be problematic, then it's gonna be hard for me to keep myself, under control because then my pride will be getting the best of me and just trying to knock you out cold is gonna be automatic. But like I said, I just got that mentality where I come at you respectfully, and I want to be able to do things like this is how like I deal with things like with anytime I get into a confrontation or how I feel like about a certain situation or just what I think of things. You know what I mean? It's like different perspectives, different views. Either you fuck with me or you don't. That's just how it's gonna go. All right. It's your boy Drew Blue signing out. Y'all stay safe and stay blessed. Deuces.